Hello and welcome to this video. So we are going to be looking at the Discovery D7. It's one of the ships that's been requested. So we'll look at the shield visuals on the D7. The Vanity Shields will be from the T6 Reputations, the Dill stores, and nobody's correcting me for continually calling it the Phoenix store, the Zen and the Summer Winter event stores. Then we'll also look at the shields that have visuals in the game. So first up, we'll look at the Vanity Shields you can get once you get to tier 6 in your reputation, so your Romulus, Nukara, Lukari, Omega and so forth. So first up we shall be looking at the 8472 Vanity Shield. So you see you've got the ridge details straight away on the front of the ship. We've got the green lighting there around the torpedo launcher. We've got a mixture of white and grey for the hull material there. Looking at the back, we've got the green across for all the engines. See more of that ridge pattern there. You've got the green there for the nacelles and the Bassard collectors. Got a wee bit of a green reflection there in the light. A bit of that green light line going down the neck there. More green here at the back in the main body. And more of the pattern details there, and we're still retaining the Klingon insignia being seen. Next up is the competitive Wargames Vanity Shield. So we have the yellow reflective paneling. We've got this grey on the hull, with the yellow there at the torpedo launcher, some yellow lighting as we can see. The back we've got the red impulse engines and some more yellow lighting. And we've got this almost turquoise colour for the nacelles, more yellow lighting, and the same turquoise again for the Bassard collectors. And more of the yellow paneling as well, we can see there. Rotate through, we'll get a wee bit of reflection off the yellow paneling covering the entire back section of the hull. A mixture of this turquoise and yellow lighting effect here. A bit dark grey there on the neck and the back of the head. A lot more reflective paneling underneath. Next we have the Delta Alliance Vanity Shield. So we've got the bright green there at the torpedo launcher. We've got some of these green lines across the front of the engineering hull there, and covering the head of the ship as well with some green lighting effect there. Unsurprising, we've got green all across the engines. Green there on the Bassard collector, and there's more of that teal green lines being seen there. And again up here at the neck. Rotate through and see the green lighting effect here and here. Quite a lot of the teal there just at the front of the body onto the neck, and more green lighting effects in that teal line there. And a little bit more of the teal there at the underside of the head. So here we have the Discovery Legends Vanity Shields. So this just gives the oily film over your ship. So I've said before, I've no idea what they're going for here or what it's got to do with Discovery, but this is what we've got. Now we come to the Dyson Joint Command Vanity Shield. So we've still got some of the dark grey there, but I've got some of this purpley grey material here as well, and some of this pink lines almost carved in. But pink and black trim at the back here. And retain the almost aqua green colour for the nacelles from the hull material. See more of that pink and black lines there, just at the back of the neck there. And look down, retaining quite a bit of the pattern of the hull material, and then we've got the lighter sections with this pink pattern on them. So next up is the Gamma Vanity Shield. So we've got the dark purples, that metallic, almost rosy gold, rosy pink colour to it there as well. And we've got a lot of purple here for the engines. Unfortunately, we've still got the green glow from what would be the normal hull material engine colour. Slightly disappointing that is, especially on a relatively newer ship. You see the purple on the nacelles there. As I rotate through, that reflection that makes those darker purples appear blue. The purple here at the midpoint of the engineering hull. Again, nice bit of reflection there. Then we have the Iconian Resistance Vanity Shield. So this is retaining quite a bit of the underlying Discovery era D7 hull material. Then we've got this pinkish torpedo launcher here. You see some of the pale green with the pink purple pattern on it. The back, we've got this pinkish and white for the impulse engines. See more of that pale green filling there on the hull material. And we've got the same pink and white effect here for the nacelles. Again, we've still got that green glow, unfortunately, from the actual skin itself. And not much in the way of change to the top view of the ship, bar this bit of lighting and this small bit of pattern here, a bit more pattern there at the back of the neck. And the underside's pretty much the same. So we have the Lukari Restoration Initiative Vanity Shield here. So seeing straight away we've got the purple effect, and we've got some purple lighting going on. Got a bit of a pale green in the greys to the hull material. This is designed to give you a ship the look of a Lukari vessel from Star Trek Online. Now a little bit of a spectrum effect on the impulse engines there. And that light line going around the back of the engineering section there. Then with the vibrant pink there for the nacelle colour, with the purple for the Blizzard collectors. Come through, get that nice reflection there. And then we see some of that green material pattern there, more of that white light and vibrant pink there. Bit of lighting effect on the side of the head of the ship there. And predominantly the pale green hull material there with the grey pattern on top, and a bit more lighting underneath the head there. Here we have the new Romulus Reman Vanity Shield, so quite a lot of this light panelling straight away at the front of the ship. We've got this greeny blue on the torpedo launcher there, and we've got the green there for the impulse engines, a bit more of the lighting effect there at the back. more of the lighting panels there, and then we've got the green on the Bizarre collectors and the nacelles themselves. Blue lighting area here. See a lot more of that lighting panel effect on the neck. You get that metallic green shine as the light reflects off of it. And same again there as we rotate through the underside. Then we have the Nukara Strikeforce Vanity Shield, so try and give your ship a Tholian look. So we've got the very bright torpedo there at the front. We see this darker bluish grey hull material, and then some pattern effects as well. The yellow there on the impulse engines, the cyan blue there on the Bizarre collectors on the wing, and then the yellow for the nacelle colour itself. Rotate through, we get a bit of a yellow shine as the light hits it. And a bit of the yellow lighting there at the front midsection of the engineering hull. Then more of that pattern effect covering the engineering hull, the top of the bridge with some more of the blue lighting. And same again there on the underside. Then we're onto the Omega Force Vanity Shield, so we see a lot of the blue shading and the blue check pattern there. We've got the lighter grey hull material pattern on top of the existing Discovery era D7 skin. More of the blue there at the back. Got this white and blue with a bit of a honeycomb pattern on the Bizarre collectors there, and again more of that blue check pattern being seen. As we look down, quite a bit of this light grey pattern with these blue section lines. Same there on the back of the head there and along the neck. And same again there on the underside. Then we're at the Temporal Defence Initiative Vanity Shield. So we've got this purpley colour on the hull. We've got this yellow disc here at the front launcher. Then we have this leathery effect material on the front of the ship. The vibrant pink impulse engines there. And we've got the orange for the Bizarre collectors, and we've got the yellow on the nacelles and this section here of the wing. So yes, colour sections here that change with the light source. As we rotate through, you can see them changing colour. The yellow there, the entire sections changing its colour as we rotate through the light. And we've got dots of it with this yellow line lighting as well, and more of that leathery effect material going on the bottom of the neck. And then the last of the Tier 6 Vanity Shields is the Terran Task Force. So we have the yellow here on the launcher at the front. You see a dark grey hull material with a lot of panelling effects on it. At the back we've got the blue there on the impulse engines, some of the yellow lighting and some more blue lighting there as well. And we've got the cyan blue there, a bit of blue and white lighting there, and quite a light yellow for the Bizarre collectors. Come through, and again nice bit of reflection there with that light. Got more of the cyan blue there with some blue lighting, and then more yellow lighting at the back of the head and at the base of the neck there. And the side some more of the blue lighting effects going on as well. The next section we're looking at shields from the summer and winter event store. So you can get these all year round, providing of course that you have collected all the consumables required during the events at the summer and winter times of the year. So first up, as we have the winter 2024 event ongoing, we're going to have a look at the Fek'lhri Vanity Shield. So we can see this red material on the front, got the grey hull material, and there is red speckles mixed in with this grey. The back we've got these yellow impulse engines, and we've got the red on the nacelles, that yellowy effect there on the Bazaar collectors, and more of that red material there. As we rotate through, you can see that red areas reacting to the light. Quite an angry looking part there to the ship with that red coming through it. And more red material there on the neck and the back of the head. I see that speckle in amongst the grey there on the material. See a bit better there in the nacelle. Again, more of that red material on the underside. The first of the summer event shields, so this is from the baseball series of shields, and this is the Andorian blue bores. So it's a blue and orange vanity shield, and from previous videos that we've done, general is that the pattern effect on the hull remains the same through all the vanity shields from the summer event, and all that happens is we change the colours to match those of the shield. So now we have the yellow and the impulse. See that again on the nacelles there. You can see the blue and orange, and there's a bit of a gradient fill as well in some areas. A nice reflection there as we rotate through the light. This greys here, and what they have is the orange stripes going through them to mimic the lines on a baseball uniform. And go on more of the orange and blue on the underside there. This is the Bozeman Titans Vanity Shield, so normally refer to it as grey and yellow, but it's actually more yellow than grey on this particular ship. You still see the same pattern effects on the hull, just the colour swapped out. And this green glow is still annoying me a bit. As we rotate through, we get that yellow reflective shine off of it. A few bits of detail there. And same again there on the underside. Here we have the Caitian Claws Vanity Shield. So this again, I'd normally tell you it was purple and gold, but the colours are reversed on this ship. And there's that purple shine as we go through the light. Now we're on to the Deep Space Niners, based off the uniform in Season 7 of Deep Space Nine, taken out to the holosuite. So we've got mixtures of greys, whites, oranges and blues on this one. So it's quite a random selection of colours all over the hull. There's that orange shine to it as it goes through the light. The gradient fell from orange to white there as well, underneath the blue. It's the same again on the underside, and unfortunately this green glow is obscuring quite a part of it. So a rather unusual take on the Denebian Slime Devils Vanity Shields. So again, the colours are reversed compared to other ships. So rather than being the purple and green, it's now this green and purple. And I'm getting that bit of a purple shine to it as we rotate through it. And that green glow is actually quite apt for having the green all over the engines there. Now we're looking at the Ferenginar Liquidators Vanity Shields. So this is normally a green and gold, but yep, you've guessed it, it's gold and green on this one. Now that's nice reflection again as we rotate through the light. Now we're looking at stem bolts, and oddly enough this one has actually retained the pink and grey / white primaries. So the white there at the front, and we've got the pink and the greys. Pink metallic shine effect. To be honest, I was expecting the most prominent colour on top here to be this greyish off white, with the pink being in the smaller sections, but this one's proved me wrong there. Moving on to the Vulcan Logicians Vanity Shield, so purple grey with some gold trim. A nice reflective shine. So this one is reversing the colours as expected, as it's normally the grey hull's normally the primary and the purple's normally the infills. If it wasn't for that green glow there, we could see it better on the underside. Then the last summer event Vanity Shields is the Workbees. This is normally gold and red, but the colours are reversed round on this one. There's that nice red metallic shine as we're going through it. So next up is the Vanity Shields available in the Dilithium store during special events during the year. Currently at the time of recording there is one ongoing on all platforms, and I am getting additional shields. I've got 2 left to get, which I should hopefully get in the next week or so. And then we also have the ones from the Zen store, and these are only 1 at the moment. and that is the first one we shall have a look at, and that is the Alliance Vanity Shield from the Khitomer Alliance bundle. In that bundle you get the uniform and a tech upgrade. So as you can see, we've got the gold, we've got dark greys, we've got whites, and we've got the cyan blue there at the front. Got a red and orange impulse engines, a cyan blue launcher at the back there. Then you've got the gold, you've got the dark greys, you've got some red piping going on as well. Then with the cyan blue there on the nacelles, and the almost like the surface of the sun kind of effect on the Facade collectors there. Quite a bit of gold there on the neck. And then predominantly the dark grey material on the back. You see that gold colouring there on the neck and at the back of the head of the ship. A bit of cyan blue there. And then the same again with the greys and the golds, whites, and there's some more of that red piping going on as well. Now we come to one of the more popular shields in the game. It's from the Dill store, and it's the M.A.C.O Vanity Shield. So as you can see, we've got this dark grey smooth material for the hull, with the cyan blue there at the front launcher. I do love this red here on the impulse engines. The white panel there, and then the cyan blue there for the nacelles and the Facade collectors. Nice white reflection, with some more of that cyan blue light in there, and then you see some of that pattern scratching on the hull. And same again there on the underside. Next up, it's the Borg Vanity Shield. So this is the one that gives you the look of a liberated Borg vessel and not an assimilated ship. It does cause some confusion with players when they see Borg in the title. So you can see it's got a lot of hull plating effect grey on the body there, with this blue here on the launcher, and then we can see these exposed regions of hull that have got blue and yellow lighting. At the back we've got this blue shaped impulse engines, blue in the launcher at the rear there as well, and a lot of the blue effects on the nacelles, Facade collectors, and more of that exposed area of hull. A lot more of the exposed areas there at the back of the head there, along the neck, and same at the back here, and then more so on the underside there of the neck. Next up, we're looking at the Discovery Vanity Shield. So this is the Federation version, so it gives you a look of a ship from season 1 of Discovery. So we've got the greys on the hull, got white there on the launcher, there's honeycomb red on the impulse engines, and we've got blue in the nacelles and this pattern effect in the Facade collectors, a bit of the white lighting on this panel here. I see more blue there on the top. So here we have the Discovery Vanity Shield on the Klingon characters. So we can see this pattern effect, the hull material, greyish brown there, a very whitish looking torpedo bay there. And got the yellow here in the engines with that pattern effect. Still got this green glow, unfortunately. See some red pattern effect there, and again at the front there for the Facades, and then the yellow for the nacelle. See a lot more of that pattern effect going over the hull there. Here's the Emperor's Vanity Shield. So we can see the grey hull material. We've got this purple material as well. Got the orange there on the launcher at the front. Same on the launcher at the back. Then we've got a cyan blue there for the impulse engines. Then the yellow there for the nacelles. More of this orange lighting here. See some more purple shading along the side of the neck there. There's yellow lighting there, and then you'll spot throughout the hull material is this blue dot lighting effect. A bit clearer on the underside in the shade of the light. And here's the Ferengi Vanity Shield. So we've got the orange and gold colours here. We've got this yellow launcher at the front, yellow there on the impulse engines and the rear launcher, slightly brighter yellow effect in the panelling here and on the nacelles, and then the darker yellow there on the Bizarre collectors, and there's some of the gold trim on the neck as well. A wee bit of a gold shine off it as we rotate through it. And a yellow there in the lighting, a gold trim with some grey. And then the orange material with some rivet effects on the hull panels. And same again there on the underside. And here we have the Hur'q Vanity Shield. So as you can see, we've got this green material effect here at the front. Mixture of the two tones there on the hull material. The green here at the back on the engines. That pattern effect there at the top of the nacelles. And we've got this pale green colour, almost yellowish effect to the lighting. Same going along the neck there. Nice bit of shine there as went through the light. You can see more of that lighting effect there and around here at the neck. So that's designed to give you a ship the look of a Hur'q vessel. So here is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield, and this is the Federation version of it. So it's designed to give you a ship the look of a Federation vessel from the reboot films. You can see here blue there on the launcher. We've got the light grey hull material. This yellowish impulse engines. Those awful Bizarre collector effects there. And then the blue and white there on the nacelles. More of that blue and white lighting there. And here we have the Kelvin Timeline Vanity Shield, but on a Klingon character. So I've got a green hull material here with a red torpedo launcher there at the front. The honeycomb red there for the impulse engines. The yellow there for the Bizarre collectors with the blue effect there on the nacelles. Unfortunately we've still got that green glow off them though. Some touches of grey there on the material. More blue lighting there. And just more of the grey with the shades of green on the hull material on the underside, and that big Klingon emblem there. Another popular shield is the Section 31. And we see here we've got this lovely blue on the front launcher with the greys on the hull material there. This lovely honeycomb vibrant red effect on the impulse engines. The very bright blue for the nacelles, and then you see the Bassard collectors, and this white panel here is blacked out, even though it's still emitting a green glow, surprisingly enough. See some of the darker grey and the lighter grey material there, and then again that cyan blue light effect there. And currently the last of the D7 STO Vanity Shields that I have, which will hopefully increase in the near future, is the Tzenkethi Vanity Shield. So it's designed to give your ship the look of a Tzenkethi cruiser. So with the golden launcher at the front there, and then we see the dark greys and this greeny blue colour material. And we've got some of the black trim, a lot of lighting effects going on. The rear we've got the white there and the impulse engines, and a golden yellow there for the rear launcher. And more of that gold lighting panel there. And then we've got white on the nacelles and the Bassard collectors. Like black trim there in the neck with that lighting effect. Straight through, so there's that white lighting effect again. We've got some of the black trim, and then we've got the grey and this bluey green material effect, and there's more of the black there. And then we've got this pulsating light effect here at the back of the neck. More of that same pattern on the underside of the main hull. Now we come to our last shield section, and this is shields that you normally equip to your ship, but they also have a visual component to them, so you can just slot them in the visual slots and get the visual effects that you're after. So the first one that we're looking at is the Lukari Restoration Initiative Regenerative Shield. So this comes from the Lukari reputation. So we've got a slightly lighter hull material compared to the Vanity Shield, and the lighting is different. It's this vibrant blue that we've got. We've still got that spectrum effect for the impulse engines. You can see that blue lighting going round the shape of the rear of the engineering hull. And with that cyan blue again there on the nacelles, and I've got blue and white there for the Bassard collectors. Got this white panel here. So rotate through, get that blue shine to the ship. And I've got more of that cyan blue, then we've got a white strip going up here and then along the neck as well. More lighting effects underneath the head of the ship. Here we have the adapted M.A.C.O covariant shield. So this is from the M.A.C.O reputation, and this is the one for Federation players, or Federation aligned. So we see here, well, retaining the hull material from the Discovery era D7, with this honeycomb effect going over quite a few sections of the ship. And we've also got this pulsating launcher at the front here. And more of the honeycomb pattern there on the impulse engines. Then we've got this golden honeycomb pattern here for the Bassard collectors. We'll start to see a bit of blue shine in certain parts of the ship at the moment, just with the lighting. And as we rotate through, you'll see more of that blue shine effect rippling across the shield. And it's the same again there on the underside. Here we have the adapted Klingon Honor Guard Resilient Shield. So as you see, we've got this grey pattern to the hull material. We've got a lot of this yellow lighting effect going on as well, especially around the torpedo launcher. Again, more of the yellow and orange there in the engines. We've still got this green glow though, effect off of it unfortunately. And there's more of that lighting effect there. See some of that almost gold colour pattern going on as well. And more of that on the underside with the Klingon emblem there. And here we have the Aegis Covariant Shield. This is a crafted shield from the R&D system. Now this is the Federation version of it. You see here we've got a lot of white lighting effects going on. There's honeycomb golden launch at the front here. Same there at the rear. We've got more of that white lighting effect going on the wings there. And with the golden honeycomb pattern for the Bizarre collectors, and this blue into white effect for the nacelles. You'll see more of that blue and blue white lighting effects here in the side views. Then more of that lighting effect on the top here, and quite a bit of the lighting there at the back of the neck. A bit there on the edges of the engineering hull, and on the underside more of that lighting effect, as we can see. So here is the Aegis or the Aegis shield, but the Klingon version of it this time. So main differences are that whereas the Federation one had a blue and white lighting system, this one has got a more orange look to it, as you can see here. Again, we've got the honeycomb pattern in the Bizarre collectors, and we're changing the cells to this orange and white as well. It's still got a little bit of a honeycomb pattern there. You can see the lighting here is dulled down as well. Bit more of that orange and white lighting here. Again, a little bits here on the hull, predominantly at the back of the neck where it's joining the main hull. And same again there on the underside. Here we have the assimilated regenerative shield. So this is the one that makes your ship look like it has been assimilated by the Borg. So what it's doing here is it's retaining the hull material that you choose. Then it's applying a material to make it look like assimilated conduits and so forth of a Borg vessel. It's changed the launcher here to this green effect. Got this yellowy and touchy green here in the impulse engines. Then we've got the green on the nacelles, and then that yellowy green effect there on the Bizarre collectors. You can see a bit more of that hull pattern material. And green up here, a bit more of the assimilated material. Now if you were to equip the impulse engines, the assimilated module, the deflector array and the shield from the Omega rep, then you would get a lot more Borg structures on your vessel. And I have shown that in a couple of previous videos. One of them that springs to me was the Constitution refit. And I also think I did it on, it was the Discovery Constitution as well, I think. And there's more of that assimilated material look on the underside of the hull there. And here we have the Bajor Defense Covariant Shield. So this is a mission reward. So it's got this pastel reddish pink material here. It's got the slightly greyish brown hull material. So it is designed to give your vessel a Bajoran look. We've got this vibrant yellow effect here on the impulse engines. Now we've got the blue effect on the nacelles and yellow there on the Bizarre collectors. You see more of that pastel reddish pink going throughout the ship, and a touch of gold trim there as well. And it's got a bit of a pattern to the hull material it's applying as well. And same again there on the underside. Here we have the Counter Command Covariant Shield. This is from the 8472 reputation. So we've got this blue colouring here with the ridge effects on it. We've got a lot of green lighting going on, and the dark grey hull material from the D7 itself. And we've got this yellowish green effect here on the engines. Same here on the nacelles. A lot more of that ridge pattern on the blue there. I see more of that green lighting effect as well. It's got a slightly mirroring effect there to the blue material. Here we have the Delta Alliance Unimatrix Shield. So it's from the Delta reputation, sorry. So we've got the grey for the hull material, we've got a gold trim following lines of the ship here, and we've got green there on the launcher. Same at the rear here along with the engines. More green lighting effects there as well. See more of that gold trim there at the back of the neck. Come through, there's the green lighting effect here. We've got green lighting here with a bit of gold trim. Same with more green lighting on the neck. A bit of a a gold trim going round the back here. And then you see that quite a bit gold trim there, and same here at the bottom of the head of the ship. So here we have the Dyson Regenerative Shield from the Dyson reputation. So this one isn't covering the full ship as it does on different ones previously. So we've still got quite a lot of the Discovery Air D7 material coming through. So the light grey areas are the only part that's coming from the shield at the moment, and it's got this purple pattern lighting on it. You can see it a bit here on the wings with the nacelles, and a bit there. See a bit of it here on the neck, come along to the head. But rather than having the full rear of the ship covered, we've only got certain areas of it, and that's why we can only see this pattern in certain places. And it's got the same effect that the Vanity Shield had, just in lighter colours. So here's the Iconian Resistance Resilient Shield from the Iconian reputation. So this is having a similar thing that the Dyson one just had, so it's only certain panels on the ship that's actually getting the material effect. We've got the gold launch at the front. We can see some of this grey with the red and orange pattern on it from the front here. Impulse engines have got this red into a yellow effect on them now. Nacelles are this golden colour. You can see a bit of the pattern of the red and orange in the material there. Down, so we've got this gold effect lighting here, and then a bit of the material here, and then certain points on the hull. Again, not fully covering it as it does on most ships. With these rounded rectangle patterns, almost like a tortoise shell kind of effect here. And it's a bit of a mirror effect with that grey material with that red and orange pattern on it. Here's the Nukara Crystalline Resilient Shield, so it's a slightly lighter version from the Vanity Shield, and it is designed to give you that Tholian ship look. So it's very bright white with a tinge of blue on the launcher. We've got this patterned hull material effect on quite a bit of the ship, and then we've got a slightly lighter grey with this almost carved pattern on it. For the impulse engines, they're the yellow. The cells are yellow as well, just a darker yellow. They've got this very vibrant cyan blue lighting here, and same on the Facade collectors. And there's that pattern material effect with the lighter grey underneath, and again the yellow lighting effect there. And on the underside we've got quite a bit of the blue lighting effect throughout that patterned material. So here we are with the Omega Force Shield from the Omega Reputation. So you see some of this grey pattern effect on the hull, and unlike the Vanity Shield, this has got gold checkers and gold fill as opposed to the blue that was on the Vanity Shield. More of the gold there. We also have this golden honeycomb pattern to the Facade collectors, but as you can see, a lot more of the golden shading going on. And a bit of the gold colouring here of the light grey hull material, covering quite a bit of the ship. And we're the same again there on the underside. Now we come to the prevailing innervated resilient shield. So this is from the competitive Wargames Reputation. It's almost identical to the Vanity Shield, except it's got blue instead of yellow. So we've got the blue launcher, the blue reflective panelling, and the blue lighting effects. So blue along the back of the hull here. A bit blue lighting effects here, whilst retaining the D7's normal nacelles. Blue lighting there on the underside of the main hull. And as we look down, we've got a lot of the blue panelling effect going on all over the hull, and some more blue lighting effects there at the back of the neck. And more of the blue reflective panelling there on the underside. Here's the Romulan Advanced Prototype Shield from the new Romulus Reputation. This is applying a green hull material to certain sections of the ship, accompanied with this green lighting line effect. Still retains the base material underneath. There's some more of that pale green there, some of that green lighting effect. More of the green lighting effect there at the back of the neck. And quite a bit of the green lighting effect on the main hull with the green material. A lot of the green lighting there. It's the same again there on the underside. Here we have the Temporal Defense Initiative Regenerative Shield. So very similar again to the Vanity Shield, just lighter in colour. We've still got this leathery effect material going on. We've still got the panels covering the ship that change colour as the light hits them. But we've got this bluish launcher there, cyan blue there on the engines. And more of that leather effect material there. This blue and purple for the nacelles there. And as we rotate through, we'll see quite a few parts of the ship starting to change colour there. And whereas the Vanity Shield had yellow lines going through it, this has got a pink line in parts of the ship. You see that colour changing sections there as we rotate through to the underside. With more of that pink lighting lines there, and more of that leathery effect material as well. Now we come to the Terran Task Force Covariant Shield from the Terran Reputation. So slightly darker version from the Vanity Shield. So we've got this purple launcher here, darker hull material, the yellow there, some of that purple lighting effects going on at the back, and then we've got yellow on the nacelles with purple and white there in the Bassard collectors, then with this red line, whereas on the Vanity Shield it was blue. And that yellow lighting effect there, and then more of that purple lighting effect. And with some of the yellow lighting effects going on here as well. There is Tilly's review pending modified shield from the Discovery Reputation. So again, it's just applying that oily effect to your ship. The shield itself is very good in the game. The visuals, in my opinion, are definitely not. This is the Dielectric Oscillation Resilient Shield, so it's a very, very old shield from one of the old Breen missions. It is designed to give your ship a Breen look, but it has not aged well, unfortunately. There's a lot of greens, greys and blacks on the material itself. We've got this yellowy green on the engines, same here on the nacelles. At the front there for that yellowy green lighting effect. I say the shield itself is very old and it's just not really stood up to the test of time, unfortunately, compared to a lot of the newer shields in the game. Next up is the Jem'Hadar Resilient Shield. So this is a mission reward for any non-Jem'Hadar character, and if you do start as a Jem'Hadar you do get this shield on your ship. So it's a grey and purple to mimic the colours of Dominion ships. So unsurprisingly enough, we have the purple there on the impulse engines. Same here on the nacelles, and then you can see that purple hull material there with the grey. Although it is an older shield, I think it does look good on a great number of ships in the game, and certainly the D7 handles it quite nicely, in my opinion. And the last shield that we are looking at in this video is the Reman Prototype Covariant Shield. So this is another mission reward shield, and it is from one of the main story arcs, so it is one of the first ones you get in the game as you progress through the missions. It does have visuals on it. So a lot of the light paneling effect here on the front. That aqua colour there for the impulse engines. Same for the nacelles. Again, more of this lighting panel, quite a bit here on the neck as well. Rotate through, we get almost a burgundy kind of shine off the light there. More lighting effects there on the underside. And that concludes our look at these shield visuals on the Discovery D7 Miracle Worker Flight Deck Carrier in Star Trek Online. So, as always, thank you all for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe, As I've said, we will be doing some giveaways once we hit some milestones in the channel. And as always, the chapters are listed down below. Remember to check out Casual Sab's YouTube channel. Again, that's pinned in the description. So he does builds, reviews, QAs, live streams. There's also links there to the STO wiki for all your information on Star Trek Online. The Star Trek Online news blog is there as well, along with my affiliate link for real merch, and also my social medias. So until next time, again, thank you for watching. Any comments below on what you'd like to see or any changes you'd like. Hopefully the background audio from the game wasn't too loud in this one. I have made some adjustments, so you can let me know if that's better for you. And I'll catch you all in the next video.